Hello everyone, welcome back to Elm Creek for another mod minute or so. So we just recently, I did a video on a set of mods by Expendables Modding, a W900, and there was a reefer trailer and a couple of Harleys, all just top shelf, beautifully done. And what we're going to take a look at, the truck and the trailer we're taking a look at today, are right up there with what Expendables has done. This set is by Status Low Modding. A beautiful Peterbilt 379, probably my personal favorite truck on the road of all time is a nice 379. I just love the looks of them. And we've got a Benson Flatbed trailer to accompany the truck as well. Now, these are PC and Mac only. Unfortunately, sorry console players, but it is what it is. I'll leave the download link in the description below. I believe the truck also comes with the more configurations mod. You're definitely going to need that because this thing has a ton of configurations. And you might also want the interactive controls mod as well that's found in the Giants in-game mod hub. You might want to enable that too so that you can do stuff like open and close the hood there, and the driver side and passenger side doors can also be opened and closed. We'll get her closed up there we go. But let's get right into this. Status Low has just done a wonderful job with this. It's so impressive. I think it's fair to say trucks have really gotten so much better in this game over the past, especially I think over the past few years. I remember back in 13 and 15, and you might even say 17, trucks were like an afterthought. It was like, oh yeah, you need a semi-truck, here you go. But now mod authors are just putting them out, these incredible trucks that are rivaling the kind of quality we see in American truck and Euro truck with all the configurations that come along with them and the looks. It really adds so much to the game. But enough of that. Let's get into the store and let's just take a look at these things. So we're going to start with the Benson Flatbed. It starts off at $50,000. A beaut she is indeed. So mud flaps, you can have, for front mud flaps, you can add some right there if you'd like. Rear mud flaps, you can also add 2 or 4 across the board. Toolboxes, you can say yay or nay to those. They're on both sides as well. And then for the hoses, the stock hoses are embedded like that, or you can go under cables, I guess you're calling it. So you don't have those attachers right there. Paint styles, and this is kind of interesting what the mod author has done. They give you different paint styles outside of the color. So you can do gloss, pearl, flake, matte, flat, or bed liner. So you have those different paint styles, and then once you choose the style of paint you want, then you can go into the paint color that you want. I quite like that Windy City look right there, and we can do a nice flake paint job on it, something like that. You can also, of course, change your rim colors if you'd like. Those are available too. And of course, you've got a license plate that you can add if you so choose. Now let's move on to the big boy. $110,000 for this 379, stock at 500 horsepower. It is a manual transmission at 49 miles per hour. Oh yes, what a glorious, glorious looking rig. The log, by the way, is error free, warning free, clean as it's going to get, clean as the driven snow. And I much appreciate that because we all like our games to run as good as they can without having a bunch of nonsense cluttering up our game log file. All right, let's get busy. I'm going to try and get through this as best as possible. Hopefully I won't miss too much. So wheelbase, we can start off with a 210-inch day cab. You can go to a 210-inch with an ultra cab. And then once we start getting past that 210, you can see that it adds a cab design option here. So we've got 220, 230, to 40, 250, 60, 70, and 80. So you can stretch it out quite nicely. And then when you have your cab design options past the 210-inch frame, you can do a day cab, the ultra cab, you can do a coffin sleeper, you can do a polished Mercury sleeper, or you can do a painted Mercury sleeper. Very, very nice indeed. Let's stretch this frame out a little bit. So I think we've got a couple things here that'll be easier to see if we stretch out the frame. For the wheel setup, you got your standard 295 80s. Then you can go to, in the front, you can go with the steer tires. You can see here the difference between the standard steer and the HD steer in the 295 80s. And you can also see how they're wider, but he also adds a fender flare onto for the wider tires as well. Thought of everything. Thank you very much. A 315/80 or the wider 315/80 steers. Get back to a 13R, and those are going to be your options for this stretched frame. I think, bear with me for a second, but I think with this 210-inch frame, I think we might have HD steers, 13Rs, 13R HDs, 295s, 315/80s. Yep, it looks like the same tire options for all length frames. Let's scooch this up a little bit. I better use my scroller. All right, next we've got frame side options. So on the left-hand side, you can add a step, a storage box, train horn. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Okay, frame. Yeah, that will be fun. Frame step. Let's leave the frame step there for. Actually, you know what? Let's put a storage box there. And then on the right-hand side, we've got the same thing: the frame step, storage box, and train horns. Oh, those train horns. Frame side options for colors. So you can do a frame color matched. You can do a body color matched. Or you can chrome them out, and you can see how it kind of chromes those things out. Let's actually take a look at the toolbox. Yeah, there we go. Very, very nice. Let's change. You know what? Let's just do this. Let's change this main color so we can see things a little bit better. Yeah. Like that. We'll go to flake too. There we go. So now you can kind of see how those matchy side frame options look. Super cool. Very, very cool. All right, frame side options. Let's go to the visors. Here we've got several visor options. We've got the 8x6-inch bow tie. So starts at 8, goes up 6. A 9x6 bow tie. We've got an 8x6 forward bow tie, 9x6 forward bow tie, an 8x6 reverse bow tie, 9x6 reverse bow tie, 8-inch straight, 10-inch straight, 8x11 drop visor, 10x12 drop visor, and then back to the 8x6 bow tie. Lots of nice visor options. Visor color can be chrome, color matched, either way you like. We'll just color match that baby right up. Then we've got the connection hose set up back here. We've got a pogo stick pole. We've got a frame mounted box. We've got a recessed deck plate box as well. And then back to the pogo stick. Fuel tank size. Now this fuel tank size will adjust depending on the length of your frame. So you will get larger fuel cans depending on obviously the length of your frame, what can fit. But for now we've got 33s, 44s, 60, and you can see it's going into the tires right there. But we just lengthen out the frame and you'll just be perfectly fine. Tank colors, we've got chrome, we've got frame color match, and we've got body color match. So very, very nicely done there. Let's go back up here. Exhaust lower elbow. Yeah, I told you it was kind of detailed. So this lower elbow down here, We've got flex pipe. Now, I'm assuming there are people out there that are super into trucks and this really means something to them. I don't know if I even would notice something like this typically, but it's super cool that the mod author included this. So you got flex pipe, I don't know, 45s, I guess. Picket elbow, don't even know what a picket elbow is, but you've got one. And back to flex pipe. Exhaust center spool, which I guess is this guy right here. You've got round hole. You've got vertical bar. You've got horizontal bar. You've got rectangular. You've got hex, solid, straight pipe, and then back to round hole. So you've got several options for that. Let's see on this side. That's about as far as I can scroll in to look at it, but you can see how it changes that center spool. It's very, very cool. While we're here, we'll look at the exhaust top stack. So we've got a flat top. We've got the miter, the chino, the Dyna curve. Everybody loves their Dyna curve. Aussie curve. And you've got the bullhorn. Back to the flat top. I tell you, I've learned more about trucks with these mods. I didn't know what half the names of these things were. Exhaust top stack height. We've got 36 inch, 48 inch, and 60 inch. So, yeah, if you're not too worried about clearance, just go for the old 60s. I bet that even adds a few more inches doing that, doesn't it? Doing the chinos. Man, I love it. All right, front bumper. We've got the rolled end right here. We got the rolled end 14 inch, 16 inch drop, 18 inch drop, 20 inch drop. Then we go to the smooth rolled end 14, 16, 18, and 20. Then we go to the tapered ends. Nice taper there. Everybody likes a good taper. 14, 16, 18, and 20. We got the box bumper, probably my favorite. 18 and 20 inch box bumper. Back to the rolled end. Rookie rods. Never knew these were called that, but that's pretty hilarious. Those would be me. Yes, rookie rods indeed. Bumper color. Chrome. Body color matched. You can even do frame color match, which is kind of nice. Back to chrome. We've got the grill mesh right here. We've got oval, rectangular, round, star pattern, vertical bars, chevrons, diagonal bars, hex, got the longhorn, horizontal bars, back to oval. So you can even match your grill, I think, pretty much with your center spool there. That's pretty sweet. It's just so impressive. Just the work that goes into this stuff is amazing to me. Grill bars, none. You can do 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and back to none. So 19, none. There you go. Grill color, we've got chrome. We've got color matched. Very, very nice. We'll leave her on chrome for now. Headlights. This is what I like too. 379s. You got the stock 379. You got the 359 squares for some of you old school people. 359 round. Actually, is the old school the square? I think it is, isn't it? Or is it the round? Can't remember. You got back to 379. Adjust your headlight look if you want. Cab roof lights. We've got the tight 5. Go to the wide 5. Then we got 7, 13, and back to the tight 5. So depending on how many lights you like to add to your rig. Breather color. Right here on the sides, we've got chrome and color matched. Either way you want to go. Looks really nice. Breather lights right in this area here. None. Make sure I'm doing this right. Breather, yes, breather lights. We've got a filler panel, so no lights. Then we've got single light, 3 lights, 5 lights, and back to none. So if you just want a filler panel, it's nice that they offer that without the lights if you kind of prefer that. Then with the light options, you've got amber lenses. Actually, we're going to need to add some lights here so we can see this better. We've got amber lenses. We've got clear lenses. We've got blue amber duals, green amber duals, purple amber duals, red amber duals, white amber duals, and then back to stock amber. Now for the dual reverses, just when I was kind of playing around with it, when you're reversing, not only will you get the normal reverse lights in the back, but these will also turn white as reverse lights. And the mod author mentions that you can use your keypad, the 5 key, the number 5 key on your keypad, to enable and disable the dual reverse lights if you don't like them. Kind of decide what you prefer, which is kind of a really nice option as well. Rear fenders. Actually, we'll go right there. I think that'll be okay. None. We've got the quarters, the halves, the full tandems, the full singles, and back to none. Rear fender colors. Let me bring those back. Might be a little helpful. Chrome, color matched, and chrome. I think the color matched, of course, is for the frame color, is going to be my thought on that. Yeah, so that, oh, yeah, okay. So I like that matte look. So yeah, the color match will match the rear fenders to the frame. Oh, I lost my place. Rear light bar. Let's go back up just a little bit. Make sure I don't skip anything here. Rear light bars. Go up a little bit more, Brad. There we go. Now we're there. Rear light bars. We've got stock light pod. We've got a straight light bar. We've got a T light bar, reverse T light bar, and back to the stock. Rear light bar color, you can do chrome or you can do color match. Actually, let's go with this and this. There we go. Chrome or color matched, either way you want to go. Rear mud flaps, yes and no to those. Mud flap design, you've got the old black Pete logo, the white Pete logo, or black and white without the Pete logo. Rear deck plate. So if you remember right, we could do a recessed air hose that included a deck plate, but if you decide not to do the recessed and you just do one of the other ones, you can add a deck plate if you prefer, which is really nice, kind of a nice really clean look to it. Window tint, none. Light, medium, dark. I guess like dark and then limo. Oh yeah, limo. Yeah, buddy. Probably illegal in all 58 of the continental United States, but I will say that you should probably check with your local jurisdictions so the farm sim police don't pull you over. Oh yeah, give them any excuse to pull you over. All right, then we've got the main paint style, which we went over before, where you've got your matte, gloss, satin, flake, flat, and bed liner. You kind of see that bed liner. It also changed how the light reflects off your color. So you're going to want to play around a little bit with, because it makes a considerable difference. If I choose this green, for instance, and we go with flake, you can see how much darker and light reflective that makes it. So play around with those to get what you like. Frame paint style. I liked that. Matte's looking pretty sharp, actually. Let's go with a different paint color. Did we use... That's not it. Is that it? Oh, yes. That's the difference between... Let's change that to flake. There we go. Then you get the real matchy-matchy. Of course, as I always mention, when you're in these paints, if you have the color configuration mod, the sky's the limit. Interior colors. It's nice that the mod author gave us some choices on being able to change up what color we want our interior to be. So you can kind of make it the green machine if you want. And then, of course, you've got a license plate to go along with that, too. Hopefully that's enough configurations for you to make you happy. I don't know what to tell you if it doesn't make you happy. I suppose you can go out to his itch.io site And leave a suggestion if there's something missing that you think would be nice to add. Isn't that a beautiful truck, though? I am so impressed with how far semis and trailers, particularly semis, have come in this game. So much better. All right, let's jump in. I'll stop jaw jacking. Actually, let's step out here for a sec. I'll let you listen to this thing fire up. Yeah, buddy. Good horn. Very nice lights. See how the trailer lights up nicely as well. Of course, there are hazards, left and right signals. Now on the trailer, it does have a tag axle. You can see how the axle's up. You can lower that axle. Very nice. You can also lift that axle. Very simply. The fifth wheel is adjustable as well. I think I need to use my left mouse button so you can slide that fifth wheel back and forth as you like. If we go inside the windows, you can roll up and down. But what I thought was pretty cool, and I don't know if I've noticed this before, but watch when I roll the windows up and down. See those two little electric window knobbers do their thing. What a sweet touch, man. That is so cool. I'm just so impressed with mod authors. They think of everything. Interactive controls, like I mentioned. You can always open and close the inside doors if you like. And of course the hood outside, we'll have to step outside to open that, but you get the idea. The interior console is fully lit. Very nice. And of course you get full operation of the shifter as well. Now I don't know. I did not. I kind of want to show y'all. If we do the reverse, you can see the reverse lights right down yonder there, right? But nothing's happening with our front air filter lights. Let's do this. Let's go in and customize. If I can remember where they were. There's a lot of options here. Tell me when to stop when I get there, if you would, please. Let's see here. Chrome. Chrome. Recessed. I'm looking for... Oh, I do like that. 3 lights. 5 lights. Oh, yeah. So we're going to stick with 5 lights. Blue, amber, dual rev. We'll go with green, amber, dual rev. Actually, they were set to that, so we'll check that out here in a second. We don't need fenders. There was something else I thought I was going to change, but maybe that's all I need to change. Let's customize that for a sec. Hop back in here. Oh, there we go. I had them disabled. Okay, so typically when you reverse, you're just going to get your standard reverse lights. But if you hit the numpad 5, that turns on. I don't know if that's doing what I remember it doing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh, hold on a second. I think I know what I might be doing wrong. Let's try this again. This is probably user error. Actually, I think that is right. Enable and disable dual reverse lights. Because those will stay on no matter what, but it turns these on and off. So yeah, I think that's the idea. I think we got it. That tag axle is so nice. Now, one other thing I'm curious about, if you all want to stick with me for a second here. Oh, I just noticed that too. Nice little Peterbilt mud flap right there. So much detail. It's so slick. It's just such a good looking rig. My goodness. I'd like to make that my daily driver to work. Wouldn't that be fun? What was I going to check out? Oh, the air horns. For funsies. We've got frame step. I think we actually need to extend our frame out to do this. So we're going to extend the frame out. And let's change it to a... yeah, we'll change it to the old Mercury. And then we're going to add horns. I don't know if they actually make a difference or not. We'll put a box on that side. We'll do horns on both sides. I mean, let's face it. The more horns, the merrier. Let's customize this then. Alright. Ooh, probably should have pulled away from that flatbed before I did that. But it was nice enough to help me out. No, I don't think... Oops, a little bit, Brad. Oh, I just noticed too. That's pretty slick. Wheelie there. I like that. But it looks like... I don't think it matters if you got air horns or not. I don't think it changes the sound of the horn. I think that's about it. I think we went over everything I'm going to remember to go over. Roll up and down the side windows. We can open up this hood and take a look at the motor while she's running. Probably not a great place to stand while the diesel engine's running, but there you go. Hopefully I have not forgotten anything too significant. I have a tendency to forget things once in a while, but I think we went over it pretty well. She is a beaut. I guess all that's left to do is take it for a little spin. Lights on there. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now, this trailer, I didn't mention, the trailer is not an auto-load trailer. Not yet, at least. So you won't be able to do auto-load with it. Some of you out there who are a little bit more industrious, you can incorporate Loki 79's universal auto load mod. There are a couple of YouTube videos out there that will show you how to incorporate the universal auto load mod onto a trailer that does not currently have it. You might want to look into that if you're super interested in auto loading. Of course, as always, do not publish that mod. Do not change and publish a mod that's owned by another mod author without their permission. Shame on you if you do. It's very important that we respect all mod authors and their work. They're doing this for the most part for free and for our enjoyment, and we need to make sure that they know that we appreciate that and we respect their work. So that being said, I don't know about you, but I love having these beautiful semis in the game. Like I mentioned before, nothing against Giants. They've even gotten better with their semis as well. I mean, this is still better than we used to have back in 15 and 17 even, right? But again, the configurations are oftentimes really lacking. And that's not necessarily a bad thing against Giants, because they have to answer to these manufacturers. Mod authors, on the other hand, don't. So, yeah. So there you go. Oh, thank goodness for that. So status low modding. Hats off to you. Amazing, amazing job. I hope I basically did an okay job in displaying your work, and I certainly appreciate it. Like I said before, I'll leave the download link in the description below. If you go out to their Facebook page or their itch.io site, make sure to leave a comment. Let them know how much you appreciate it. Throw them a few dollars if you want to. There is an option to donate. They can always, I'm sure they would more than be happy to take a little bit of our money for all their hard work. I think we can owe that to them. And thank you all for joining me again for another Mod Minute, usually or so video. I sure appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. That would really help the channel. You're always welcome to subscribe or join as well. And always welcome to comment. Thank you all so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon on one of our Let's Plays. Bye for now.